Damon here with NLP Gem. If you like these videos, please subscribe here now. Also, if you like this particular video, please click like right down here at the bottom. And of course, follow us on Facebook and keep checking out our website, nlp-gem.com. So how to be more charismatic. When I think about charisma, it's a different word than charm, and I don't think the two are interchangeable. A lot of people do use them interchangeably, but let's get clear on the difference between the two. Charm is when you say nice, positive things and to make people smile and laugh. And you can be a charming person and not necessarily a charismatic person. A charismatic person tends to be rather uncompromising in their own truth. And they can be charming, they can say nice, funny things and give out positive energy, but they also tend to be a bit polarizing, meaning because they're uncompromising about who they are or their truth or their message, they will piss people off. And even some of the greatest charismatic people of all time, like Gandhi and Martin Luther King, these are all people who were creating upheaval, and a lot of people didn't like them, and then eventually they were killed for their messages and their beliefs. You don't have to take it that far to be charismatic. Just know that being charismatic is about being uncompromising in your truth and living that and being willing to speak that. One person who I've met several times who I consider to be extremely charismatic is the author or crime fiction writer James Ellroy. One time when I met him, and I actually haven't even read that many of his books, I've maybe read 3 or 4, but I'll take every opportunity I can to go and watch him talk because he's extremely charismatic. And once when I saw him give a talk, I went and met with him afterward, and I asked him if he had any advice for an aspiring novelist, and because I was wanting to do that at the time, I was writing a lot. And he said, "Write what you love, but think no one else is writing." And I probably maybe a few months after that, I saw him give another talk at a bookstore, and I approached him afterward again, thinking maybe he would give me a different answer if I asked him the same question. So, same question, do you have any advice for an aspiring writer or novelist? And he said the same thing, write what you love and think no one else is writing. And I told him, that's what you told me last time. He said, underline it. And I took his advice, and one could argue and say, well, he's not writing what other people aren't writing. He's writing crime. Lots of people write about crime or crime fiction or detective novels. But he's writing it his way. He's writing what he feels no one else is writing. And that's what really makes the difference. Anyone else can lump him into a category, but he feels he's doing something different. And that's the primary thing that I want to get across here, is that it's about living your truth. It's about communicating that truth and doing it in a creative way or a playful way. And that's what creates charisma. And a lot of times at his talks, he can be rather profane, a little obnoxious. And I don't agree with a lot of the opinions he puts out there. But I can't get enough because he's that charismatic. He's a weird guy, too. And what he's done is made an art of his weirdness. And instead of hiding it, he puts it out there. And he's very good at communicating. He's a writer, that helps. He's very good with words, and he puts it out there. So being charismatic is applying that to your life, what he said about writing. Do what you think no one else is doing. Do what you love doing and think no one else is doing. Say what you love to talk about and think no one else is saying. Of course, anyone else can categorize you and say, well, that's nothing original. Don't worry about that. Get in touch with that inner weirdness and learn how to express that creatively. Instead of hiding it, put it out there. For the first half of my life, we all have that inner weirdness. We're all a little weird in some way. And for the first half of my life, I concealed that. I worked very hard to keep that hidden because I was afraid of being different. And the truth is that is exactly what makes people charismatic. When they embrace that weirdness, they embrace that difference, because we all are different. When you embrace that and you're able to communicate that clearly and creatively and in a fun way, in a way that says, I don't care if people know this about me. That's what creates charisma. You will make people uncomfortable when you do that, because you're sharing that part of yourself, that truth that they're trying to hide for themselves. And a lot of people will tell you not to do that, because it sort of calls out their own weirdness, the stuff that they're trying to hide. They will tell you to go the opposite direction. And a truly charismatic person is going to go that direction anyway. Part of being charismatic is being able to communicate really effectively, and that's what sleight of mouth is about. And I know I've been harping on this for quite a bit now. I just want to really drive this point home, that part of being charismatic is being able to switch up your communication, be playful with it, be creative with it, and sleight of mouth will teach you that. Using those 14 patterns sort of forces you to be creative, and being able to communicate better is a leadership skill. So Doug O'Brien's coming July 9th and 10th. Check out our website. You can also find it on Facebook under events. And take a look. I didn't know this, but Doug O'Brien has actually been endorsed by Tony Robbins and Robert Dilts, the man who created Sleight of Mouth. And was endorsed by Dr. Oz. I'm not sure. I have to ask Doug about that. I'm not sure what their relationship is, but I thought that was pretty interesting. So anyway, check out our website, nlp-gym.com. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, and follow us on Facebook. Hope to see you soon. Take care.